Hello, this is the Highlander Minute. I'm Bree Glazer.
And I'm Mitchell Ham, and we'll be your hosts. Tonight we talk cats, dogs, even hamsters and birds. Diversity among honor students here at Radford. And speaking of students, we sit down with one and discuss why Radford.
From cats and dogs to hamsters and birds, everyone has a furry friend they love. What if you were told you were not allowed to bring your pets on campus to play? This exact thing happened to the students of Radford University 2 years ago, but how is it affecting them now? Radford University enrolled over 9,000 students in the fall 2019 semester. However, to some students, the campus still feels empty. But what's missing? It's our four-legged friends. As of December 2017, Radford's animal policy changed prohibiting any pets that are not service or emotional support animals from entering any university-owned spaces. Such spaces include dorms, offices, educational buildings, and stadiums. Many students enjoy their daily dose of fur, but with this new policy, there aren't as many pets on campus. For those who are looking to get their pet fixed, the Radford Animal Shelter is located right across from Patrick D. Cup Memorial Stadium. For off-campus students, this is a wonderful place to pick out a new friend, and don't forget to enter them into the Halloween Pet Photo Contest on October 31st.
Radford University's Honors College is a collection of the most academically successful at Radford. This means that admission is limited and competition is fierce. We discussed the gap between men and women in the Honors College with the head of the Honors College, Dr. Niels Christensen.
Radford's Honors College is made out of the best that Radford has to offer, but it is not exactly diverse in the way that you'd expect.
Following the trend in higher education and at Radford in general, we are mostly female. And as students progress through the Honors College, that proportion increases. So among freshmen, it's about 60% women, and by the time we get to graduation, it is about 3/4 women. And that's a trend nationally, and so women are almost twice as likely to get a higher education degree now compared to men. There are lots of theories about why that's the case. One of the theories is that women are more conscientious, and so that they will show up for class. They will do the assignments as requested by the instructor. One of the challenges we face is having a group of students who are as diverse as the student body, and it's one of our goals to work on that. Our proportion of members of racial and ethnic minority groups has increased as it has at the university. But we still lag behind that as a whole. If students don't see themselves represented in a program, then they may feel like, oh, well, that's not something that I should apply for. So we're always working on changing that perception. And this year, we're really spending our time focusing on community and how do we build an honors community that intentionally connects with students from all sorts of different backgrounds.
This is Andrew Kowdrick for NRV News. Back to you in the studio.
We end tonight with an interview to get to know some of our fellow RU students and why they chose to come to school here. Tonight we have Austin Lamb. Welcome to the show.
Oh, glad to be here.
Now I have to ask, why did you come to Radford University?
Radford University. It was like a good choice between like them and like other colleges like George Mason, but I ended up going here mainly because the original major I was going for wasn't really gelling with it too much, and thought like, hey, still a senior in high school, I'll drop out of that before things get too dicey. And then I was recommended Radford, signed up, became a public speaking major for a little bit, and then I've been diversifying my my major ever since.
Now, what's your major currently now?
My current major is a media productions major with a focus on advertising and a minor in cinema.
What made you really take the switch between public speaking more into this media production realm?
I've always been like a huge fan of communication in general. I just love talking to people all the time. So that's what I originally wanted to do was just public speaking, but then I realized that I don't really want to just do public speaking. That's when I started like dabbling my toes a little bit in like other forms of media, like more visual arts, like cinema, graphics design, a little bit of like radio, but that's one thing I like about the School of Communications, because like there's just so much you can do here.
All right. And what would you say your favorite thing about Radford is currently?
I know it's a little childish for me, but I'm a huge fan of the recreational center and the activity center. They meet a ton of people, have really good food there. There's a really nice bowling alley. Always love it there.
All right. Well, thank you, Austin.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Those are the stories for tonight. We welcome you to join us next week for more current news from Radford University and beyond. You've been watching the Highlander Minute, a production of the School Communication. I'm Bree Glazer.
And I'm Mitchell Ham. Good night.